on it, and it's where the ancient Roman Forum used to be. It was the most important square in the Roman Empire. There are excavations going on, but unfortunately still nothing open for the public. However, as I mentioned, we will see a lot of other Roman remains during the tour, so don't worry about that. If you turn around, you will see the Faculty of Theology of Sofia University. It's really nice because sometimes when you're passing next to the building in the morning, you can hear a choir singing. So these are our future priests practicing, and it's very nice with a nice building and the church. So if you have the chance, you can try and do that. Also, you can enter the building because there's a church museum. Let's say if you're interested in that, that's a very good spot to check this out. Also, the style that the building is it's a very interesting one. It's called New Byzantine, and you can try and remember it because we're going to see more buildings with that same style during the tour. You can try and recognize which are the other ones later on. Of course, the main reason why we're here is the building behind me. It's Saint Nedelya or Saint Sunday Church. Now, I already mentioned that this is where the biggest terrorist attack in Bulgarian history happened. So the year was 1925, and the Communist Party here was illegal. They were constantly trying to get the power and kill our monarch. In the end, they came up with a plan to kill a very important general of the Bulgarian army, so that they could gather the whole political and military elite under the roof of this church. They waited, before the ceremony, they put 25 kilos explosives under the roof of the church. They waited for the ceremony to start, and they detonated the bomb. More than 200 people got killed and another 500 got injured. So till today, the biggest terrorist attack in our history. It's very tragic and everything, but our monarch managed to survive. Do you have any idea how? No? I don't believe you. Okay, let's start with that he wasn't there, but the reason he wasn't there. Any ideas? No?
In exile?
Sorry?
In exile?
In exile?
Was he out the country?
Oh.
Hiding?
No.
No?
No.
His wife.
Okay, well, actually he was being late. And that's a very typical Bulgarian feature. In this case, it was very good for him that he was being late. But it was also not entirely his fault, because he had to attend a different funeral of a different general that the communists had killed. So they didn't really plan that well, and they didn't manage to kill him in the end. Well, I can show you here how the church looked like after the bomb. If you can just pass it around. You can see that it's a completely different style of the building, but after the bombings it was reconstructed, and ever since it hasn't been changed. It stayed with this building. It was also famous with the name Holy King at a different period of time. Why? Because there's a Serbian king, buried, well, not really buried, his sarcophagus is inside the church, and every year on a certain date the priests of the church cut his clothes and they give it to believers because they think they have miraculous powers. Also, it's one of the main churches where you can see on Easter we have this tradition to circle the church 3 times with the candles lit. So you circle the church, and if you manage to do it 3 times without your candle going down, that means that you're leading a sinless life. So it's quite interesting to see, to come here and see this if by chance you're here on Easter. Our next stop is the coat of arms of Sofia. Before that, any questions? No? Okay.